Hello everyone, my name is Kathy Irvin and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the state of Texas. Today we're going to make a slimline card. The requirements for this roll of the dice blog hop are that we had to make a slimline card. We had to use neutral colors. We had to do paper piecing. We had to have some texture. And of course we had to have some bling. That's always. So we are using the Playing in the Rain cling stamp set and the Playing in the Rain dies, and I'm also going to use a sentiment from Friends Are Like Seashells. This Friends Are Like Seashells can be found in the annual catalog, and the Playing in the Rain dies and stamps can be found in the mini catalog from January till April. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, I made my base. I cut it out of a piece of 8.5 by 11 Night of Navy cardstock. I cut it at 8 by 7, and then I folded it at 3.5. Okay, so we're gonna use that to start. Now, this paper comes from the Rain, I can't remember the name of the paper. It's the paper that goes with the rainy days. And of course, I put it away. Let me get the name of it. This paper is so outstanding. I just love it. And I've got to order another pack of it because I've used it almost all up. Excuse me. Let's see, do I have the name of it here? Nope, I don't. So let me find it in the catalog. Because you really want to look for this paper. Here it is in the mini catalog on page 50 and 51. The bundle, which consists of the stamps and the dies, is $54.75. I also ordered the embossing for, actually I ordered the whole suite, which is $85.25. Okay, the paper is Rain or Shine 12 by 12 specialty designer paper, and it's $15. Like I said, I've got to order some more. I'm going to show you the pages that I have left. As you can see, let me get this back up. I have used quite a bit of this one. This is a full sheet. This one, I think I've used all except that and this. Just some spare pieces. I've got this one, which is Rain, which is not the same one. That's a darker one, I think. This is the same thing. We have this one, which is umbrellas on one side and flowers on the other. Now this piece, I'm surprised I still have this. You can use the dies to cut these characters out, which I've done. And here's some more little pieces that I have. So anyway, this paper is just so sweet. Got to have that paper. So let me get this out of the way. So what I'm going to do, I have this one here. I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal Plus. Now, typically I don't, because this stuff is so strong. When you put it down, it's down. I usually use wet glue because I can always manipulate it. See, this is not where I want it. Okay, let me try it this way. Trying to get it kind of centered. Okay, this is kind of centered. Not exactly. But what's great about this paper, it has texture. It comes off of, it's raised off of the paper, these raindrops, and they also have some shine to them. Makes them look like they're wet. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know how Stampin' Up! Did that. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is begin to put down some of the characters. Nope, I'm not going to do that yet. First thing I'm going to do here is color my little fox. I thought I'd color him. Now, if you're going to do paper piecing, make sure you color your character first before you start paper piecing. Because if you get glue outside of the part where you're paper piecing, the color won't come through. Okay, so I think I'm going to use soft suede, which is one of the neutrals in addition to Night on Navy. So this is light soft suede. And I'm just going to color my little fox. I know foxes are red, but because of the criteria that we need to use, I'm using soft suede. So I'm just going to color him all in his head with the light soft suede. If you're not familiar with our blends, these are alcohol markers. And here's his little hand. I'm not going to color that one in. Alcohol markers, these alcohol markers blend beautifully. So I'm coloring in his legs. Now, I'm not a colorist, okay? So if I go outside of the lines, or it doesn't look like some of the other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that do a beautiful job with their coloring, please don't hold it against me, because I am not a colorist. I do good to get the color down on the paper. And if I'm real fortunate, I'll stay in the lines. Get his little ears. His ears, let's see. I think that's all for right now on that part. Now I'm going to go in with the dark soft suede and go around some of the areas that would naturally have shading. You know, of course, it's a rainy day, so there may not be any sun, but yet and still, I'm going to pretend as though there could be sun in addition to the rain. Now, I'm from Texas, like I said, and that's very normal for here to have sun and rain, particularly in the summer. We'll get a burst of rain on a very summer day. A cloud will come, and just suddenly you'll have a shower or even a thunderstorm. Now what I'm doing is I'm going over the dark to blend in with the light. I'm using my light soft suede so that there's no harsh lines, just a gentle shading. And it takes a few minutes or seconds for it to come through as shading, but eventually it will. Now, like I said, I'm not a colorist, but I really enjoy it. It's so relaxing. Okay, so we'll let him rest. Again, these are the soft suede blends. They come as a combo when you order the blends. So now what I've done is I stamped him also on some designer series paper. And I'm going to cut out the parts that I need in order to paper piece him. So let's, and I'm not good at cutting either. I have shaky hands, and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. So we're going to cut out his little jacket. Hope I'm in frame because I can't see what I'm doing. You know what? I'm going to cut his hand because I've got it on the other piece. I probably should have put on my glasses so that I could see this better. Let me do that just 1 second. Because all I want to cut out on here is his jacket and his hat. So, and as you see, when you're trimming something, or fussy cutting as it's called, you really want to move the paper and not so much the scissors. Now, I'm left-handed, so if we have any left-handed viewers, excuse me, you can see how I'm doing this if you don't know how to fussy cut. Okay, now what I could have done is cut him out with the dies first, but I'd still have to fussy cut all of this. So I just decided to do the whole thing. Now I'm not going to cut out his ear because we're going to have that on the original paper for his hat. Okay, so this will be his hat. And this will be his jacket. The only problem that I have is his hand. So let me see if I can color his hand. I'm going to use the dark soft suede to try to cover up. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we used those. I'm not going to do the umbrella. Okay, so now I'm going to use the liquid glue. This is the Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue. Flip that over. Don't want much glue. I usually put too much. Then we're going to line this up. Oh, you know what? There's a collar there that I didn't cut out. Where is it? Trying to see. I think this is it. I got it on the original, but I guess I didn't have on my glasses at first, so maybe I cut it. I didn't see it. So let's see if we can cut out this little tiny collar. I mean, I'm going to need just a drop. Less, oh, that's too much. Too much glue. Let me use my reverse tweezers, see if I can. I think that's the wrong way. Let's see. I'm not even sure I cut out the right piece. No, it goes the other way. This is not going to work. And my fingers are too big. Okay. It's down. Hope my head's not in the way. Okay, now his hat. I'm going to put a little bit of glue for his hat. As you can see, my fingers are already gluey. I'm going to put that down. And see, I can manipulate it to fit better in the spot because I used the glue rather than the Stamp and Seal Plus. So I'm telling you, if you use that Stamp and Seal Plus, I used the wrong scissors too. These are not my best scissors. Anyway, Now, what I'm going to do, what I need to do is cut out a few things. I wanted you to see how this cuts out. Make sure. Okay, let's go this way. And these dies, if you line it up right, the dies will cut out what you need. I reused my tape. I guess you call me a little frugal with that. I'm also going to cut out a bridge let's see, I'm gonna have to cut this out after I cut out the original for the umbrella. These are pieces that I've already cut out. These were fussy cut from the paper because these individuals were smaller, as you can see, than these. The larger ones you can cut out with your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I have my mini. I want to introduce you to Sir Cuts-A-Lot. That's not a Stampin' Up name. That's just what I named him. He's brand new. And you can get one just like him when you join my team. You can purchase him along with $175 worth of products when you join my team and pay $129. Now, you pay $129. This thing by itself, if I'm not mistaken, is like $69. So you pay $129, excuse me, and you get $175 worth of product and the new mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in boho blue. That's the color. Or you could choose the regular one, which is in white. Okay. So this is the first time I've used Sir Cuts-A-Lot. I've been using my white one, and her name is Emily Ann. Okay, let's see. Here we go. And I'm doing this the wrong way because, as I stated, I'm left-handed. And I don't know why I put this crank on the right side. So it's not real easy for me. Okay. There's the bridge. And all the little pieces are just going to fall out. Except for these that I have to punch out. To get rid of this stuff. Put it in the trash. And now I'm going to have to pull him off because I want to cut the umbrella. Okay, and really that's all I'm interested in getting. Did that wrong. You put your number 1 plate. And then a number 2 plate. Then your die and your paper. And then another number 2 plate. And I still didn't turn them around. There we go. Okay, so this is the boho blue, which is going to be one of our new colors in May. See, I named him Sir Cuts a lot. Okay. Put him away. So I think that's all we'll be cutting, because everything else had to be cut out by hand. And then the other thing I need to do, I should have done this first, is stamp him so I can see the umbrella. So let's get some ink on here. And this is my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Yeah, it would have been easier had I stamped it first. We're going to see how this works. And if it doesn't work, I've got more Night of Navy ink. Well, that's not too bad. Now, these are my better scissors. These are the snips from Stampin' Up. And I can trim this out. I have to concentrate, because like I told you, I don't cut things out very well. Okay, this needs to be trimmed off. And then we'll see if this is going to work. Get my tape over here. I think some of this tape might, it tore my, okay, be very careful, because it's trying to tear my, or pull off my, my paper. It took off the little bitty piece. See if I can get it. See, these things happen to everybody. And I could stop the video and redo it, but I'm not. So what I might just do is stamp him. Let's see, do I need to redo this? Oh, there's that piece. Nope, I think I'm going to leave him like that. And I'm going to put it on with glue, because I'm going to put him on with dimensionals. See, that will fit right there. And let me find that piece of cardstock, not cardstock, DSP, which is Designer Series paper. And you know what? I'm just going to cut another one of these. Let's redo this whole thing. Okay. Okay. So we are going to have to put it back in the trimmer. Okay, so let me get a little piece because that's just going to take a little piece. So you have to learn how to fix these things because these things happen. They certainly do. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. But all I need to cut out is right here. You know what? No, I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp it and then fussy cut it again. Now, these are the red rubber stamps, so it makes it a little harder because you can't see through them. However, if this was the photopolymer, you'd be able to see right through it and line it up perfectly. But I think I did a pretty good job. All right, let's cut his head. Cut his head off. And cut around. My hands are shaky, not because I'm nervous, they just shake. So don't think I'm nervous. No, that's not it. I do this all the time. I regularly come on Facebook Live. He has a little bitty. Okay. I come on Facebook Live every Saturday night on at 7 p.m. Central Time with my Saturday Night Crafters. So while I'm cutting this, let me mention to you, if you haven't already, would you please subscribe? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so that I can go live on YouTube. You can't go live on YouTube unless you have 1,000 subscribers. And I'm quite a distance from there. So if you would subscribe and share so that your friends can watch me, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so now we're going, oh, wait a minute. Let me see something. Because this, I want to pull this up. If it'll come up. Yep, here we go. I want to get this out of the way because it's not, that part is not cut. I didn't cut that right. Oh, got paper stuck to my fingers. Okay. Let's see. I can adjust this, move it around a little bit. Come on. Let's move. There we go. So now he's got his jacket with his collar, his hat, and his umbrella. And what I want to do now is add some Wink of Stella to his tail. And that will give it some glimmer and shine. I did that to the other one, but it's hard to see. Okay. So let's see. I think I'm done with him. And I did the bridge. And I've got the little piggy. And I've got the dog. And I've got some clouds. All right, so I think we're ready to start putting them down. Get these out of the way. Okay, I'm going to start with the pig because I want to put him in the middle. And I should have cut that out on the adhesive strips. That way all I'd have to do is pull the back off and it would be a sticker. But I don't ever think about it until after the fact. Okay. Oops. And I want to put some adhesive on the back of the little pig. Now all of these items can be purchased from my website, which is kathyirvin.stampinup.net. Let's put the pig down. He's looking to see what's going on over there. Then we're going to put the bridge that he's walking on over here. I'm telling you, my fingers are full of glue. Okay, now this one is going to go on dimensionals, which I'm going to use my minis. If I can find them. Yep, here they are. Because, well, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to use some of these strips. These are the strips that are left on the regular size dimensionals that work just as well. Do not throw these away. Find another one. Here we go. When the dimensionals are all gone, you use these, and that works just as well, and you're not spending any additional money. Use those. But when you start using these, it's a good idea to go ahead and order some new dimensionals, because otherwise you might run out. You don't want to run out, so just make it a habit. I've got more in there, but I like to use these up first. Now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of him. This little dog with his cute little yellow raincoat. He looks like he's running somewhere, doesn't he? Now I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, because I am going to use the mini dimensionals on the back of these clouds that I cut out of the DSP as well. So let's see. Okay, I can just put these down. Take the backs off so that they'll stick. And put him right here. Oops, that's still there. These characters, oh, that came off because my fingers are still sticky. I have some alcohol wipes that I use to get the sticky off my fingers, which I'll use when I'm done. And get these, get the backs off of these. You can't underestimate the power of a take your pick tool. If you don't have one, I suggest getting one because it comes in handy for so many things. Okay, now this cloud set I'm gonna put right here. Just gotta save space. And I didn't get another piece of paper. That's not smart. So put that over there and get rid of all the excess. I need a piece of paper to stamp. Oh, let's see, which one was it? It's not that one. That one goes on the inside. Maybe I didn't put it on a... No, I didn't. Okay, put this on a block. This says, rainy days are better with you. So I'm going to stamp that on this piece of paper. I think I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp it. Yeah, I can stamp it this way. And I'll show you why. Hopefully I'm stamping it right. Not done with that yet. I may have stamped it too high, but I got more paper. And I'm going to use the Label Me Fancy punch to punch this out. Oh no, that's basically perfect. So we're going to punch that out. And then I'm going to put some, let's see, do I have any more? Yeah, I do. Use these ends up. Okay, this is a little long. Now, those of you that know, these are not my ribbon scissors, or snips, I should say. These are my everyday snips. I have two pair. I have one pair for everyday and one pair for ribbon. You keep your ribbon snips just for ribbon because they're special. Okay. So we're going to put this, rainy days are better with you. He's a little high. I wonder if I can get him up. Yep. Let's put him down here. And he's looking to see, what is this guy doing? Maybe he's dancing in the rain, you think? I don't know. All right, now we have the inside to complete. Move all of these things out of the way. Move him out of the way. And what I'm going to do is stamp the turtle. And again, I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black. I think, yep, I got ink on my fingers. Because I'm going to color him. I don't think I mentioned that when you're coloring with your blends, you want to use the Memento Black. Let's see. You know what? I need to color him, and I'm just going to color the outside of him. And I know turtles aren't always gray, but I'm going to make him gray. Again, because this is one of the neutrals. This is slate, dark smoky slate. So I'm going to go around, especially some of the areas where the artist has given us some lines. And where it might be a little lighter. I'm sorry, darker, because of the shading. Okay, and now I'm going to use Smoky Slate Light. And I'm using the nub end. These have two ends. They have the nub end, and then they have the brush tip. I use the brush tip when I'm coloring something larger. But in this case, it's a small area. And I don't want to go out of the lines, which just because I'm using this doesn't mean I won't go out of the lines. Forgot to color his arms. And let me look on this one. I think I colored that on the outside. Okay. And I'm going to color this little flower with dark mango melody. Now this paper, what is this? It's, no, this is too long. No, it's not. So I must have left this at 8.5. This part is 8.5, not 8. Okay, so this is 8 by 3 1/8. Okay, and I'm just going to color these yellow because it's a daisy, or maybe it's a black-eyed Susan. And if so, I can use the dark soft suede to color in the center. Okay, now, something else that I didn't do and I meant to. So I've got to do it, is stamp and cut out his little shell. Let me cut a piece of paper that'll fit instead of this whole big old 12 by 12. I have got to get some more of this. Look how cute this is. And these umbrellas, they shine. They shine. Isn't that cute? Anyway, I'm going to stamp him again on this yellow paper. Could have used something else, but, and this is not one of the neutrals. I think this is Mango Melody. But I wanted him to be brighter. So I'm going to cut out his shell and paper piece it. So hopefully I can cut this out and not have to redo it. Let's cut his head off. I have to go back through and cut his neck down. So I don't know where you are. Today is, what is today? February 10th. Today is the last day to order your paper pumpkin kit, which is called Sunshine and Smiles. And it is so cute. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh. All right. Oh, that's going to be good. But I'm going to take this dark soft suede and color in his arm. I use the dark because the light probably won't cover it. And here we go again with our liquid glue. Just put a little bit. Uh-oh, it flipped over. Let's see. Okay. Put him clothes on so he won't be naked. There you go. And he's going to say, happy birthday. That's another one of the requirements, to my beautiful friend. So I'm going to stamp this. Now I could stamp this in any of the colors, but I still want to stamp it in the, oh shoot, I got ink on it. Let's see. I guess I had ink on my fingers. Got ink there. You know what? I may just trim this down. This is a Tombow Mono Sand Eraser for ink. This is not something that Stampin' Up! Cells. Oh, good. It's almost gone. And if anybody complains, oh, there's little bits of ink on my card. Oh, well, you won't be getting another card from me. But I got those sand erasers. If I didn't say it, I got them from Amazon. I probably said it. Don't remember. So we're going to put this on the inside. And see how I can move this around? Whereas if I had put it down, this didn't come out, that's okay. If I put it down with the Stampin' Seal, I'd be trying to figure out how I was going to do that. Now, we have to have bling. We cannot have bling, or a card without bling, I should say. And that's, again, when I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. Now, let's see. I think I'm going to use these yellow ones this time. Last time I used the blue. Let's see, put one here. And put a little one here. Now they say you should do things in threes. So I put 3 of the Glossy Dots assortment. Look at this, aren't they pretty? You can order these from my website. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is a blog hop. There will be other ladies having their rendition of our Roll the Dice cards. And I would appreciate it if you would go and look at theirs as well. But here's the new one. And there's the inside. And here's the first one. There's the inside. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. And if you enjoyed watching this, would you please give me a thumbs up? I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.